Hey guys, this is Ian back with another video, and today I'm going to unbox and review this Tripowin Mele. And this IEM is a collaboration between Tripowin and HBB, aka Hawaiian Bad Boy. And thus the background, I'm now in the sunny Singapore beach, East Coast Park, and it's just right for the unboxing and review of this HBB collaboration of the Mele. So I'm going to open this up, listen to how it sounds, and let you guys know what I think of these IEMs. So stay tuned. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If this is your first time here, do consider to subscribe and click on the bell so that you get notified of my future videos. But if you have already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Okay, so this is the Tripowin Mele, and it's currently retailing for $49 US. It's the collaboration between HBB and Tripowin. HBB as in Hawaiian Bad Boy, and he's actually a YouTube reviewer that reviews IEMs. If you ever already watched his channel, this is the IEM, the baby and birth child of between him and Tripowin. Okay, so on the box outside, it's just the name of the IEM, which is Mele. On the sides, you get the logo, right? And at the back, you get the specs of the IEM. Okay, so this is a 10mm driver, and it's a specially developed driver by Tripowin themselves. Okay, there you go. On the inside, it's just the case itself, nothing more. And here you get some paperwork. Okay, flew off. It's pretty windy and sunny here in Singapore, so expect that to happen. Okay, so this is the warranty card that flew off. Okay, so on the inside you can see the case. Case is pretty nice with like a TPU kind of feel to it. Okay, the zipper is pretty good, and you get on the inside you get tips. Okay, and a pocket, a mesh pocket with elastic band. The tips are here, and on here you get your IEM. Let's put it one side. Let's take a look at the tips first. So for the tips, you get 3 sets of tips. Okay, and pretty nice tips. All right, 3 sets of tips. This is the large, and as you can see, the bore of this tip is pretty big. Okay, you get a very huge bore, and the silicone itself is like a translucent kind of silicone, pretty soft, and it's pretty short. Okay, it's not a very long tip. Okay, it's not a very long tip, but yeah, it's okay. Let's try it out later. Let's take a look at the cable. Okay, so cable is a 4-core cable. As you can see, it's pretty okay. It's got this rubbery feel to it, so it's like pretty grippy. Okay, it's got a strong grip. Okay, the tip here is actually a 3.5mm headphone jack. Okay, and on the Y splitter, you get a metal aluminum kind of Y splitter with the logo on it. And then the chin slider is made of plastic. Okay, the slide is pretty okay, but it's made of plastic, as you can see. Okay, the ear hooks is memory ear hooks is okay, pretty soft. As you can see, it's it's not a very stiff kind of ear hook, and it comes with a 2-pin connector, right? So pretty standard. Let's take a look at the IEMs themselves. So this is the IEM, a pretty nice IEM. On the shell outside, you can see it's got some nice design of a star field or shell. It's black. I got the black version. You got the blue and some yellow. It's pretty nice as well. Let's take a look at the nozzle. Okay, here you have like a vent, and on the inner shell is actually aluminum, some sort of CNC kind of cut kind of aluminum, as they said. And here you have like a vent, and you've got the indication whether it's the left side or the right side, which is good. I like that. And the shape of the IEM is a little bit different from the conventional shape. And that's because they have the AccuTune driver in there, which is different from the traditional driver. This is their own driver, which Tripowin developed, which enables them to have this unique shape. Okay. The nozzle, let's take a look at the nozzle. The nozzle is pretty short and stubby. I'm not too sure it will fit my ear, but it looks very short and stubby. And it's tapered. Looks like the bore of it goes thinner to the tip. And the filter is right inside here as well. Yeah, so pretty short, stubby kind of nozzle, which let's try see if it fits my ear or not. Okay, yeah. Let's put on the tip if I can. Okay, I do have an issue putting on the tip. It's pretty hard to go on, so it should be hard to come off. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, let's try to fit. And as I mentioned, the cable is got quite a grippy feel to it, and it's gripping to itself. I mean, the quality of the cable is not bad. It's just that it's a bit grippy and grips to itself. So if you didn't coil it properly, you might have a problem uncoiling it. Okay, so let's put it on my ear, see how it feels. Okay, so getting a seal is I need to adjust a little bit to get that seal. But once I get that seal, it cuts off about 60% of the ambient noise. And one thing I noticed is when I'm talking, it gets dislodged. Okay, so I might need to get a bigger ear tip. And I think maybe it's because the bore is, the nozzle is a little bit short, so it doesn't go all the way in. But other than that, it's okay to get that seal. Okay, so how do they sound? Let's talk about the sound. Sub bass. Sub bass is very strong, very clean, very resolute sub bass. It's thumpy, it's rumbly. Okay, extension of the sub bass is okay. It's a very warm sub bass, but it's not as warm as the BL03. So as what they claim, this Mele is supposed to be an improvement from the BL03, which I have right here, and I've compared them. In terms of warmth, sub bass, BL03 has got a warmer sub bass, though it may not be as resolute and clear and clean as the Mele's, but in terms of extension, this has got a better extension of the sub bass. It does not bleed. Well, for the BL03, it's a little bit thumpy, and it covers the entire frequency with the sub bass. But this one, it doesn't extend as much as the BL03. But in terms of thumpiness and the slap, the kick and the punch, this is pretty punchy as well. Let's talk about mid bass. Mid bass is the slap is not as hard, I feel, but it's there. Okay, it's clean. Actually, the sub bass and the mid bass both have very clean bass. It's not muddy. Okay, it's not muddy on this as well. Compared to the blondes, I mean, it's because of the warmth. It can sound just a bit muddy on certain tracks, but this one is not muddy. It doesn't sound muddy, and it's clean, very strong, resolute bass, and warm. Okay, for the mids are good. The percussions and the keyboards, you can hear them. All right, they're not really forward, but it's there. Okay, vocals, the male and female vocal sounds pretty warm on these as well. I wouldn't say angelic, okay, but they sound laid back and warm, and just a bit more forward than the BL03s. For the BL03s, the vocals are not as forward as the Meles. So if you want to have a bit more shine for the vocals, the Meles, they do better than the blondes. Treble is very clear. Extension of treble is better than the blondes as well. It's not a very resolute kind of treble, but it's very good. It's good enough and better than the blondes BL03. What I feel is that the treble it complements the lack of the mids, and it makes this IEM more energetic. It compensates for the lack of the mids, but this one, it sounds more energetic compared to the Meles. Maybe because the treble is a little bit more pronounced, and it's not so much of a resolution wise, but this has got a cleaner treble, no doubt. Okay, yeah. So I think the treble is okay. It is not the best, but it's good. Okay, let's talk about sound stage. Sound stage on this is wide, but I would feel that the blondes has got just a little bit wider sound stage in terms of angle. Okay, it goes all the way to the back of my ears, but for the Meles, the sound stage is more up to the sides of my ears, and that's it. So in terms of wideness and angle of the sound stage, the blondes has just got that little bit wider. The depth is almost the same. I would say the depth of the Meles is okay, acceptable. I wouldn't say it's very deep, okay, but it's an improvement from the blondes. The imaging, okay, so imaging is good as well, but it's just that it's a little positioning of the instruments. I find it's just a little bit weird for me, but I can tell, okay, where the percussions are, the instruments are, the vocals should be in front, the drums should be at the back, and I do find that they are there in that position, but on certain tracks, it's just not there. It's just a bit off in terms of the imaging, but that's just me, I guess. But yeah, other than that, the imaging, the resolution, the sound stage, the depth is good. Okay, for 50 bucks, I think this is as good as you can get. Okay, I mean 49 bucks. But you know, talking about price, now the blondes are selling at $25 US, which is half the price of the Meles. And I would say the improvements on the Meles are here. They're good. It sounds cleaner than the blondes, but just bear in mind, it's double the price of the blondes right now. But do I recommend to get the Meles? Yes, I do. I mean, if you want to have that improvement from the blondes, because the blondes, it's not as resolute as the Meles. Meles are really clean. And one more thing I forgot to add, tonality. Okay, the tonality of these Meles, they are more natural than the blondes. They don't sound as warm as the blondes. They sound more natural, not so much neutral, but natural. So because of that, I think they sound just, the note weight of these Meles, they sound just a little bit lighter than the blondes. So it sounds a bit airy in terms of the note weight. It sounds a bit light, okay, compared to the blondes. Blondes, they do have a very heavy note weight. And you can see, you know, when the sound comes in, you can feel the weight of it. But for these, just a little bit light on the note weight and the tonality. Okay, but other than that, these are a great pair of IEMs, and you know, it's $49. Why not? You get yourself a warm pair of IEMs. That's it for my review and my thoughts about these Tripowin Mele. And if you guys learned something from this video, do consider to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. So I hope you guys have a nice and great day at the beach, if you are at the beach. And I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.